Our top story, the former Colony Beach Resort on Longboat Key is now covered in huge piles of debris. Today, we got an update on the timeline for the site's completed demolition and what the holdup has been.
ABC 7's Taylor Toragano is live on Longboat Key with why a pending lawsuit and turtle nesting season are two factors for the future of this land. Taylor?
Jacqueline Scott, I'm told by the developer who plans to build a new resort at this site that this demolition continues on schedule. But it's been nearly 3 months, and you can see those buildings that line the waterfront are still standing. Well, that's because those are off limits until the end of turtle nesting season. This looks like the end, but it's only the beginning.
Unicorp is a long way away from developing a new condominium at the Colony.
Dan Lobeck is the attorney representing a couple who still owns one of the units that was formerly the Colony Beach Resort. They're trying to stop Chuck Whitall, president of Unicorp National Developments, from taking undisputed ownership of the property. He wants to build a new St. Regis hotel and condos.
Whitall is saying, just give me the property, give me the condominium. The court doesn't have the power to do that. It has to go up to a public auction where other developers have a chance to buy the property instead. And that's what my client prefers. That's what we think we'll get. Mr. Whitall has grand illusions, but they have not come to reality, far from it.
Of course, Mr. Whitall says quite the opposite.
We've offered them reasonable amounts of money to buy them out, and they are just greedy. And so therefore, we filed for the legal suit, the termination suit, which is a remedy available to us. It's a Florida statute that allows for termination of a condo when the condo is of economic waste and not usable.
Lobeck says the law calls for a public auction of the site, but Whitall is confident that the courts will grant him the ownership he needs to start construction on the St. Regis.
We'll be done with the plans probably February, March of next year, and then we'll apply for a permit. So we expect to have our permit the middle of next year, and if all goes well, we'll be able to conclude the termination lawsuit by the middle of next year as well.
The fate of a site with 40 years of history now in the hands of a single judge to decide.
Chuck Whitall shouldn't count his quarters yet.
I wish Dan would quit being an obstacle and help get this thing done, but yeah, that's the way the world rolls.
Now, Whitall says this demolition is about 75% done, and he expects by the first week of December it will be complete. I'm live in Longboat Key. Taylor Toragano, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.